I think I've got the wrong screen. There we go. And yep, all kinds of things not working right. That one's turning off. Don't know why that one's coming up at the moment. Good evening, everyone. Let me just get my images all into... There we go. Into their correct places. I don't know what that one is moving either. Sponsors. So, good evening, everyone. Sorry, not quite where I should be. If we have any problems tonight, there could be. The big camera is running very hot. I'm just a bit worried. Thank you for the resub, mate. 4 months. Wow. Has it really been that long? Hello, Foxy. And hello, Dead. Dead, I might have found someone to split a box with you. So, work out which side you want. See what you want. If you need to, give us a shout. I'm on Facebook after this anyway. Too long, very too long. I like you. You got one of the hype train choo-choos. Yeah. So tonight it's very warm. I've got 2 fans on me, so if you can hear the fans, I apologise. If it's a problem, then it's better than me flaking out on live stream, and I know some of you would love to see that. As for what we've got tonight, again, all sorts. Again, we're sitting in for Rasta's stream to give Alex a bit of a reprieve after the weekend. So we're just having a bit of a chilled and relaxed, and got a couple of bits. I've got a bit of Legion scenery that I want to have a look at in a minute. I'll finish those 2 figures off from last night as well, probably. What else? I think I could do a bit of Proxima or Spidey, because Spidey did. No audio issue. Have I lost voice? Sound? Hello? Thank you, State. I've got pictures missing. Oh, there are no audio issues. Whoa. Image? Yay! Look, it's even got ProTech where it should have it now. I pressed loads of buttons and loads of stuff vanished. Right, okay, wow. That's how well and true. Did you check your points before, Stay? Please say you did. Oh, has it actually worked for you? Anyway, it's all good. So, I'm in shorts because it's a... Nope, not added them. Foxy! Fixed Dead Stay. Permanently. I'm going to have to write another ticket, find out what you've broken on it. So, let's go over to the painting camp, and I'll show you some bits and pieces. Oop, no, hiding that one. We've got him to finish off from last night. I need to do the rest of the base. There was another one. Those 2 need the bases finishing. So, they're 2 little quickies. And something hit the floor. I don't know what it was. I might finish him off tonight as well. But I want to do the black lines on Spidey. So, yeah, there's a bit of Spidey to do. I've still got the other one fully to do out of that set. When it came up as Steve's full name. Right, yes. Can you see if there is a Steve Atkinson in the Twitch thing? He might have 2 accounts. Oh, that's usually when you're subscribing to Streamlabs. Cheers, matey. So, what we've also got tonight is we did a 3D test print of some scenery we're looking at printing and selling. Click your button, honest. So this is some scenery that we're looking at getting the files and using them commercially. So there's quite a lot. It works great for both forgot the name of it, Infinity, and also Legion. It looks great. I saw some of it painted up as Tatooine habitats, like sandy paintwork, that sort of stuff. So we printed that out yesterday. Snowy's been looking at it with me, so we printed one of them out. You can see black, and that's just lead Belcher spray over the top of it for now, just to see what it came out like, and it's come out pretty nice. So for 3D printed stuff, it's pretty good. We did do a 3D print today. I've actually got myself Plu Koon. So I might be painting him up on the stream at some point. I also got the tank driver version of it as well. Obviously, because definitely have to do the Old Republic. I'm not sure why the Republic are so prominent at the moment. So yeah, I did myself one of them today. It does look decent, Snowy. I'm quite impressed with it. So yeah, I think it's going to be a go. And it's not that heavy either. It doesn't move around much. Size comparison, the doors are pretty much, I think you'd have to duck to if you're a Wookiee. But yeah, thank you for the sub, Dale. Much appreciated. So yeah, if you're doing it like that, that's pretty much spot on height. There we go. Dead Steve's all sorted. Right, let's have a look who else has joined in. So, hello Justin. We've got Jonathan, Dean, Darren, Josh, Tom, Mark, Ronan, Sean, all joining from the land of Facebook. We've got some new toys, so we can actually see more people now that are joining. Craig's joined. Hello there, mate. Yeah, we'll sort that out. I'm definitely going ahead with it. I've got a grey one on the printers now for you, so you can take one and spray it and print it. But I think something like, I forgot, what did I? So, like, these are probably going to be like £8 or £9 each. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, it's a cracking. It's perfectly heighted for line of sight blocking. You can get enough stuff behind it. As I say, that's one of the smaller pieces. It looks pretty good. I do enjoy. I do like the aesthetics of it, as it were. So yeah, I might have a play around painting some of it in a bit. We do have people who posted their pictures up as well. I will get round to it. We've got Mark's put something in, Andy's put something in, Outrage Bob put some in, Kay's put more in, Mr. Eddens put some bits and pieces in. There's definitely a Wookiee in there. So I'll get these 2 bits and pieces finished. Oh, I'll tell you what, while we're on. Nope, that's a cat. That's not what I'm looking for. We had a parcel turn up. I know it's from... Oh, that side's up. Red Grass Gaming! So cool. I'm going to get all them off. Aha! I was 50-50 on whether it was them or not. So yeah, Red Grass have delivered today. This is an order, it's not the Kickstarter, so they're actually shipping now if people want them. So that's our actual order, as opposed to a Kickstarter. There's some more putty, 2 packs of putty. It is like Christmas. 2 packs of putty in the putty drawer. There's going to be loads of packs of putty in the putty drawer. So new swappable cap. Yeah, so this is the newer edition. So definitely need one of them. And it actually means I can put some more of these onto handles and have them sat about. So I've now got my full lot of 6. Yes, we do, Craig. That one's escaped. We have some chili red ones, or we have the plain black ones in at the moment. They're both on the website. Fact is that's Spidey's. So one for Spidey. That hasn't got the base. So they all come with a magnetic disc. And pretty decent. They're a lot less to grab hold of than the GW one. Cool, mate. If you look through them, the Broken Toad have the set of 4s in there, and if you buy the 4, they're slightly cheaper. Keep a pack of that out. So, for anyone that hasn't seen it, let me just move that camera out of the way for now. We did the holder for it. I'll put one because I'm one base missing. And drop that down in there. Let's put. As I say, they just pop on, and once you've got everything set, I'll have it in the back out the way. Aiden's getting around one, so Aiden's going to get done today. He's about to be finished. So, and they're quite secure. Very they're better than the ones that I was using, because I kept knocking them over and they kept falling all out of the pot. So with the magnets, they're pretty good. And if you want to watch the review, we have a full review and breakdown of all of these. 2, 3, 4. So I need to do 4. I'm just going to put these fellas onto So you split it into 3 bits. One stick of bubblicious putty works on 3. Don't try to eat it at home. So one for that one, one for that one, one for that one. I'll just double check I haven't got a half chewed out bit. Nope. So I just want my Mythos gang fully on one, so I can actually just work on them as and when. Good evening, Van. How are you? How's the heat settling with you? Yeah, I've got a 24-inch fan to the left of me blowing into here just to keep some sort of cooling going. So as I said, there really is. You just squash it on, and they are very secure. Like the blue tack, activating it a little bit. Hey, more people joining from Facebook land. More people rejoining from Facebook land. I know I've been having problems with Facebook today. Keeps timing out every now and again. They are good, mate. All I can do is apologise for us not getting an account in time. They have said they're behind on creating accounts. The people that are normally there that do it all have just unfortunately had too much on. So they're just at the back end of a Kickstarter, which is obvious. Oh, why can't we have rain and thunder here? Wow, I missed out on that one, didn't I? I should have had my account set up long before advertising them. Nah, as long as you guys are getting something good, I'm not bothered. And again, if it's all off the back of my video, then people are, or what we've said there, then people are actually looking at what we're doing. I may have a few extra caps if you want a handful, Jack. I think I've got probably about 30. I'll keep you going. I can sort you a couple out. It's just the putty that's going to be the... I've not seen how the putty goes in this temperature. See if it goes very sticky or not. Now that I would like to see, Steve. Oh, it's dead. They came today. They came yesterday, sorry. Just after we were talking about them at the weekend. Or was it the day before? Cool, mine. Yeah, we'll sort out Sunday. Bring a big sack of gold. I think you're going to need it the way you were going through all those spares. So, a quick finish on... Oh, scratching the paint off. I don't know why I put the red paint on around the bottom. I didn't, someone else did, so I need the black. So, what I'm not going to do is do the black now. I'm going to do the Agrax over the 2 that I've got ready. So this is just Vallejo Brown Earth. Again, it's one of our... It's missing... Did I actually throw it out because it was so low and I needed to go into my new one? have to open the new one. So it's just Vallejo, Brown Earth, Terra Maroon. Hello, Carl. Welcome to the show. I can see you in there coming into the watch parties. Well, I can now because I've got new toys to play around with it. New pack of peanut butter. So that's what one looks like when it's new, and I haven't been messing around with it and letting it go all dry. It does work a little bit better brand new as well. You don't have as many lumps in it. There we go. So it smells a bit like washing up liquid. 2 R's. Tierra Moron. As you can see, it's very much like smooth peanut butter. Do not eat it again. So yeah, Brown Earth, Vallejo, round about a tenner. I think it's actually $8.50 an hour. Yeah, it can hold the minis down. I have used it in the past. So what we tend to do with it is find a wash brush. You know, I thought having a painting rack with all my brushes nicely laid out would help me find one if it's not in the rack. So yeah, I'm not doing the edge because we'll probably end up staining it. This is one of the colour methods. It just gives a Brown Earth a full brown, like dirty earth texture and colour. If you were to dry brush this with any light colours like the Tyrant Skull or stuff like that, you get quite a nice sand finish, like a deserty type finish. But all I'm doing with this is giving it a good coat and then let that go dry. Oh, it's on the magnet. Obviously I haven't sorted this one yet for a stand because he's just about done. There we go. So they're quickly washed. What I normally do now is number 3 is the black paint around the rim, and I am struggling. The paint, I put some paint out there about 2 or 3 minutes ago, just as a little bit longer, just as I was starting the stream, and it has already gone hard. So great tool for combating the weather is airbrush medium, flow improver, that sort of stuff. So the first coat on this, because the wash has run down, is going to be very light, and it just gives the there we go, the base coat. As I said, Grievous is a bit of a loner. He didn't have any cards in the box when he turned up, so he's just gone in on a quickly painted Dave will not be impressed, but my minis. Also, a couple of bits there where I've actually gone into the edge of the base, just blended it in. You can see on there where the black's seeped over. If you just rough it in, it actually just works like part of the wash in the end. There we go. And look, that's practically dry already. That's how warm it is. Okay, send me the thunderstorms down. Storms down, mate, please. Us fat folk don't do hot weather. That's cheating, that. Hey, Alistair, how are you doing? Loads of new things coming up saying such and such has joined from Facebook, such and such has joined from YouTube. Sorry, there's new software-y bits and new stuff that we're playing around with all the time, so just seeing what some of it does. So that is them two. I'm going to do a bit of I've got the black out, I've got that out. I might as well do some of the very close work on Spidey while I'm sat with the black. So if anyone comes in and looks at my desk, they'll see 20 different models all sat around. But some of the time, when you're going to do a brown wash, you can grab 4 or 5 of them at once and do the brown wash on 4 or 5. It saves them to get stuff in and out all the time. Maybe cheating, but it's some of these figures I'm in no rush to get done. They're just as and when. So we have Spidey. So far Spidey has he was painted white, just the miniature white. The blue is it was at the back. So the blue is the Talsar blue contrast. Yes, only cheating if the paint referee catches me. And Contrast Blood Angels was for the red. And then the next bit is just getting the pipe work. Probably, I don't like doing pipe work. So what I'm doing is mixing some of the black. Doesn't matter which black you use. It's just getting it to the right consistency and keeping it there. With the airbrush in it. Is Jack happy now I'm doing Spider-Man? Sorry about that. Yeah, the line work is a pain. But if it was easy, what would we have to mourn about in this world? Oops. There he's going over the lines. The great stuff with acrylic, if you do make a mistake, you can just quickly run water over it and pull it back from the brink of disaster. Oops, my phone's not on silent. Rookie error. Thank you, Dill. That contrast red is really good. I've used it to great effect doing Imperial Guard. My first set of Imperial Guard were just done with it. I needed to get them done for a quick game, so sprayed them. I think I actually sprayed them white as well, and they came out quite bright. And then afterwards, I washed them with a red wash. This paint's drying way too quick. I'm going to quickly do this. Do this spider, then I'm going to switch out to the wet palette. Has thinner based stuff in it. That's interesting. So I'll just put some more in. So it's an expensive way of doing it, but I'm hoping that this makes it last a little bit longer. Well, the black on it is still wet from last time we used it, so that's quite interesting. definite hold your breath moments. Piping could do with just being slightly bigger to pick it up a bit better. To get it on the side of your brush, so you're having to actually basically paint it on. Some of the black is starting to, where the blue merges, or where the dark blue is, I might have to touch that up because it just looks as though it's got a big spot of black. It's actually black and blue. Oh. Is quite from certain angles it's a pain in the butt to get done. Let's have some thicker paint. Yeah, I'm just going to touch the red and the blue up a bit. It is very, it blends in a couple of times along the ridges, so I did have some. Cool. That's actually thinning it a bit better. Paint's practically got it. It is no fun trying to paint while the paint goes dry this quick. Were you trying with Ulthan Grey, Tom, or were you just using the normal grey? I was meant to ask you earlier. Just think it's going to be a bit easier because the blue, I know the blues that match this anyway, so if I do get any on, then it's just one of those things. I should be able to quickly touch it up afterwards. Yeah, we might have to get you some Ulthan, mate. It's hard to explain how it works. So used to doing black in recesses than on piping, it's a bit of a pain. If it was stormtroopers, you could just run the Black Templar down it. Yeah, it's strange. You know, my usual thing is everything has a everything in the toolbox has a reason for being in there, and Ulthan Great is just one of those that has a reason for being there. And I'll be using Ulthan Great to go over this black for his eyes. There it is. I knew it was here somewhere. A bit more black on the spider. Try not to get it in the gaps again. And yeah, a bit of neatening up work for definite on that. Whoa. Bit of a drink. I can't actually hear it, mate, so it is all gaming related. Who is it? Let's have a quick look. It's Temptress. Ode to Blocks. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's a Tetris spin-off. We're on the ambient station today. There is other stations. I do have a system set up somewhere. I was playing around with it yesterday that can let you vote for the channel for the day. So there's happy, pop, epic, chill, upbeat, rock, synthwave, EDM, ambient, chiptune, hip hop, hype, holiday, and liked. There isn't many in the liked. There is holiday with all Christmas songs. Cool, mate. So I can put all the Christmas songs on if you want. Just say. I'm just going to get a cooling implement. I might have to forego some of the close-up painting because it's quite warm and my eyes are going to... What about chill? Okay, sorry. I think we had chill on the other day and people were a bit too chilled with it. Let's go with it. We'll try chill for a bit. I'm going to put Spidey back in the box. No, I'll put Spidey in the box. And I'm going to go with... They're still drying. Yeah, my wet palette. Can't see what's going on because I'm on the radio station. My wet palette has practically dried up. So what I'm going to do is put that to one side. And the black that I put in there earlier has dried. It is too warm, was the cry. So what I can do is build some stuff. What have I got that we can build? Oh, let's have a look. So I've got some... I've got paint all over me. Yep, definitely got Agrax on the table. And on my shorts, and on my leg, and on my chair. Good job my chair's got a cover on it. Or I would be very unhappy. We got these today. I've got the big view. I'm sorry I can't do the painting. I'll do bits and pieces of the basing and stuff like that as we go through. Yeah, could be anything. So I've got two of these today. Well, I got a few of these today. I got mine today. So there's definitely a different Spidey in there to do. And a Goblin. I've not looked inside the Goblin yet. Let's have a look inside the Goblin, because I'll no doubt have one of these to make for someone. No, Ant-Man's not out yet. Soon is the word. So, Green Goblin with tokens and cards. They'll have all been spoiled. They'll have all definitely been spoiled at some point at the moment. Oh, okay. Which brilliant, terrible idea. MS Paint Legion cards. Wow. Not sure how that one will work out. Wow, it's warm. I'm just going to build whatever I've got kicking about while we're sat around. because wham, wham. Yeah, it could work. So it's definitely on this flowing bit of cloud stuff. It's monkey. Ooh, Foxy, we've just had the shipping. You could build mine. We've just had the shipping notification for Twisted, so they are on their way. I actually got an email notification properly. So let's have. I want to put the smoky bit together just so I can see and choose which base to have. So I'm thinking the one in the picture is that one. And again, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to do it on that one. Oh yeah, you've just reminded me, if anyone's interested in Infinity, we have just put the pre-orders up for it. We managed to secure a pre-order deal, so we've got some good bargains on there. Good bargains. That's if anyone's interested in Infinity 4th edition. I'm just going to cut all the bits off this because know where everything comes from. Oop, there's his arm going into space. Ooh, the sky looks a little bit dark outside. We were told that we were going to get 3 to 4 inch hailstones today. The news said it was definitely coming. Did I see shenanigans? Ah. The stuff for Connor, are you collecting or does he need it sending up? Sprue done. So, first bit, join the body. It's always join the body. There we go. We have a body. Joint the legs. And how? That's definitely not how the legs got. Join the legs. legs to the body. Other than Ant-Man, has anyone got any characters that they're really looking forward to seeing? There's a couple of new ones coming out for Legion. I know which one I'm looking forward to in that. But then there's definitely some coming out for this that could be quite tasty. My favourite's out and painted already. Hands and arms. There is some good detail. I think contrast's going to be good for the green contrast is going to be good for the Goblin. Kingpin. I'll be honest with you, I really fancy painting Kingpin. I know I'm going to be painting Kingpin, but I really do fancy painting him. So he has no head. Where's his head? Cool. Yeah, the white can be one of the trickiest ones to paint, or white can be the trickiest to paint. So especially a clean white. I've definitely got my dirty stormtroopers down to a T, but I really should be looking at the instructions for this. So there is feet pods. Where his feet are. Oop, dropped his head off. Right, let me give that 2 seconds to dry a bit. I'm definitely going to put there's pumpkins that are flying out of his hand. They can definitely go on last. Let's get the glider built as well. So I just had it in my hand. Wrong way around, Lee. So, if anyone's interested, this is basically the same plastic that is very much GW. It's very much the same as the droids from Legion. That sort of plastic. You just need your plastic cement glue, and you're dropping it in. What I will say is always dry fit. And there we go. Just seeing who else is joining us to this evening. Yeah, so these two feet clamps, I think they're the same. Possibly. No, definitely not. So one's toes pointing down. Wow, Mr. Snowden. I don't know if the volume's gone up. The volume hasn't gone up. How's that doing? think that's the right one. If not, I'm about to find out the hard way. So, yes, that's right. There we go. And then I'm guessing the 2 bits in the wings. And now, oop! And where his feet got? There we go. He's got a pouch on his back there. Oops. Just have a spot of glue under that. So I'm not going to fit this into the cloud because I want to paint the cloud separate. So that's going to be quite an interesting pose. Cool. And as I say, I've got the 2 little see, they're not showing as optional. Let's have a go. There you go, straight into the hand. Now this hand's been a pain and it's still quite soft. So what I'm going to do is actually comes out from underneath. So yeah, I'm going to leave that, let it dry, and then put the last bit on. And then again, same with that and that. So Goblin wasn't hard. Easy. A little bit more. I can actually finish it. So what I'll do is I will get my tufts out again. Again, I'm just using my mud tufts. Quick, simple, easy, and a bit of PVA. Easy peasy. The whole idea of this stream is trying to make things easy for people and having a laugh doing it. So let's have quite a big tuft. Bit squishy over the edge. Didn't want it that close, but looks like it wanted to be that. small bit in the middle. And that's him basically done. So, I'll let that PVA go off. Might have to give that a little run with the black. And just a couple of small tufts for him. You could, I've not been doing it on mine, but if you wanted to lift the mud slightly in colour, in contrast, this is when you would do, well, obviously when it's a bit drier. This isn't fully dry, but you could do a bit of a dry brush across the mud to lift it a bit. It just looks more gritty and dirty and swampy type mud when you don't. And that's what you get from it. And that's the colours that I was wanting. That's the colours that I is wanting. That one there had a little dry brush over it, and his toes. And should we have a look inside the Spider-Man and Spider-Ghost box while we're on? Either I'm missing something, or wow, well that's canny small. They're the normal base size. Yeah, they are. Okay. Had weird thoughts going through my head there. Are the ones you're painting on the website for sale, or are you playing with them in the store? We do have some up for sale, Egan. There is a painted section. We tend to paint them, and when they come in, if I'm wanting to do some for the store, what I tend to do is try and get 6 of them, paint 6 of them at once, and yeah, batch paint them and put them all on. So he's actually on that corner bit, which is slightly strange, but I guess it'll do. I'm definitely going to put this together first because this just looks weird. There is a high chance that this one that's in my hand will be painted for someone not too many miles away from here. Maybe he's in the chat somewhere. Ah, there we go. It does go in. Wow, that just looks very awkward as a leg position. Yeah, why was I even thinking that it was anywhere near normal leg positions? Because it's Spider-Man going over it. mailbox or is it a paper stand? Might be a paper stand. Yeah. I have to admit they're quite small, these two. So whenever you glue to these bases, for some reason the base doesn't like to stick to stuff, so I tend to super glue, and I guess that's what happened on the one for Foxy. It, for some reason, it just decided to come away. So there's fingers and everything in this. There you go. Without the aid of a safety net or instruction book. There's only three or four bits that go together, so this one has a couple of extra bits. Let's see where to cut it. There we go. Yeah. I didn't dry fit it, that's naughty Lee. And luckily I got away with that. So always dry fit it. So you know roughly which direction it's going. And it's definitely going to fit. Kind of direction. Gotta admit, these guys haven't been going long, but they're definitely getting the miniatures, it going together right. Yeah, that I've probably built in excess of 100 of them now. Obviously the same one a few times. And I don't think I've had cause to grumble once about them. I'd say it is quite delicate, but it's gone together really easy and really nicely. Green Goblin, the only problem I've had is the arm that went a bit squiffy. and that was more me keeping knocking it while the glue was setting. So yeah, the reason I haven't stuck that to that is, one, there's some quite bad cracks in there because I didn't get it. I've got a little bit of swath there. So yeah, I just want to clean that up because of my mistake. And then I can super glue it in position of how I want it. Because I think about that, something like that. But I also might be able to paint it in the base in the grey, paint that in the white, and paint that in whatever primer. It is a great mini. Okay, I stand corrected. Thank you, Tomo. Shuri was a pain in the Shuriness. Yes. Again, though, Tomo, can you remember the issue? It was the age-old issue that no matter what it is, we'll always have that issue. There'll never ever be. Well, the hair was in like 16 parts, but you also have the issue of man never reading instructions. And yeah, that is quite problematic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. So what I also did find out is this putty stuff, if you putty it on models that you're trying to place and look at, it is really good. When was this, Ulfric? I'm not saying that would kill FFG, but that might kill FFG. Yeah, but is it the crates, or is it someone doing the usual, we are going to make stuff up just to get into the limelight? A link would be good. Yes, the Mythos stuff is amazing. I can't see anything in the usual ones. Do you have a link, Ulfric? Who was saying it? There could be that, mate. It's certainly been discussed a couple of times. Yeah. Yeah, they can always have it pulled for things like Kay's been saying, if they don't defend the if they don't defend the rights, then they can lose them. If they don't defend the IP, then they can lose them. It's definitely something I'll be looking at after the stream. I can't see anything in the usual channels, but if they're losing it, it's going... Oh, that might... Gold Squadron podcast by... I'll have a quick look. I've brought it up. It's just I may not be a member of Chicago X-Wing. That could be a kick in there. So, as I was saying, you can actually pause it, see how it's going to look, and move it around quite nicely with the putty from them. And it's not like it squishes a lot better than blue tack or something like that. I dare say even if it was to die, there's still a few years left in it. We've been selling 1.0 for the last 3 years. Quite not getting much money from it, but people are still buying 1.0 cards off us for 50p each, sort of thing, because they're still playing 1.0. So yeah. It could be. Yeah, Barnes and Noble seems to be ahead of the game. What are the deals like, Egan? Because Barnes and Noble seem to always be way ahead of the game. But if they have someone inside. Yeah, that 50% is quite a chunk. Ghost for 20, yeah, but they're crap anyway, so yeah, it would be a bit of an upsetter. So I have definitely got some stuff to look at. It's very specific, yeah. Yes, that we had some similar things sent through for things like the fire spray. Some of the fire spray prices were ridiculous at one point. But I'll ask about after the stream and see what we can sort out. So that's him done. I shall stick him up on the website for sale. As I say, it's just it was part painted. We've just finished it off and put some eyes and stuff onto it. So that was a quick job, jobbed. He gets the right of removal from the putty. Try and get underneath and get the rest of it off. Does anyone want to buy any X-Wing or Legion? No. I have a feeling if it's not a planned thing. I know FFG have plans till I'm just trying to work it out. There's plans for stuff all the way up to March for Legion at least. I think it's March that the pre-releases have all been pushed for. That sort of thing. And I think Facebook's done my usual thing and kicked everyone out of my Facebook. So I'll get the putty put back on the top of that one. Putty put. So yeah, I need to quickly redo. I'm just going to clean some of his base up. Make sure there's no more notches on it. I'll quickly redo the base just to make sure it all looks smooth. Also on this one, I think there's only a couple of bits, so quite a wet going over. There we go. Seem to have lost connection with Facebook. Or have we lost internet connection altogether? Is there still people there? We have been having internet problems today. I'm just guessing we might have just dropped out. It will still be recording, so it'll be uploaded as a full record. Oh no, there's still people here. Just must be my Facebook. Strange. Let me just quickly check something. It's not something more drastic. Yeah, it's still coming through on the phone, so it's just my internet on the computer thing. So strange. Everything else is still running fine. Let's see if he's actually he's still quite wobbly. So I will leave him till the morning before I clean him up. And what I'm going to do is plastic putty. This is Vallejo's plastic putty. See you soon, Egan. A brush of such usefulness. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Facebook notifications. Where's all my old brushes gone? I'll use that one. One of my old broken toads. So, what we've got is, it's just the putty, and you run the putty just down the gap, backwards and forwards with the brush, using an old brush, and then when once it's dried fully, you can actually use something like I use my wire brush, but you would probably be better using a plastic brush to get rid of all of the excess, but it leaves everything in the gap for you, so it fills the gap and you can clear it up quite quickly, except for drying times, as with all of this green stuff. Vallejo putty, it's all the drying time. Yeah, I think we've got internet issues around here. Isn't it good? Have you lost Facebook as well? Facebook. I seem to be back. Yeah, everything's back, but the watch parties will have dropped out. But not too much of a problem. Then again, they didn't. Cool. So, yeah, stop touching him, like, stop touching him. Let's have a look at the other two, see if either of them are. No, still a little bit too wet. I do prefer the plastic glue. Yeah, things are back up and running again. I think it's a localized issue that keeps dropping Facebook out. It was doing it this morning as well, but for some reason the watch party and everything has still continued, even though Facebook didn't want to. So there's some reason I'm not a member of Gold Squadron podcast, so I can't get in there at the moment. There's new posts and I can't see them, but I'll have a look as soon as I can. Right. So as I said, we've got the two. We've got the Separatist and Grievous finished. So the other thing I like to do, and I have got one. So I use testers. It's expensive. It's a five or six quid for a small tin like that, but you don't use much. The paint should do the protection as much as it needs of the actual miniature. You're just trying to protect the coating. So the way we do it is we do it inside. Yeah, I've already done enough damage to my lungs with smoking and painting cars with cyanate paints and stuff like that. So basically, I have a baking tray and blue cloth, and then I'm not going to do it that way because it'll hit all of the thing, but it's just a and that's all it's took. It's took a very little. There's more on the and that dries super matte. Yes, a bacon tray for bacon sandwiches. And it's got a bit of a kick to it, so I would recommend doing it outside normally. But it is just quick squirts, done. Don't go lashing it on too thick. You'll get cloudiness if you do stupid things like really close. Yeah, it'll cause problems. So I'll put those two over there. What else for this evening? I don't think I did them either yet. No, I'll quickly do them while I'm on. So I tend to magnetize. That's why I use a baking tray. All of my own personal miniatures are magnetized. So when I put them on these trays to do the coating, they are actually quite well stuck down. There we go. Again, they're done. It is a nice smell. It just can tickle your tonsils and be totally wrong for you. So, I think the things on the table next. I've got a few minutes left. I do have an iron somewhere around here. If I can find it, is I don't know where it is. Yeah, the magnets and a magnetic tray are definitely the way to go, Tomo. We'll get you sorted out eventually. I think these they're all done the same. I haven't done these aren't mine, that's why I haven't done the Iden or anything like that. Now, Iden hasn't had any of the washes done yet. So I'm going to try something a bit different with her. So usually I've been doing them in various coats of Nuln oil, just to get it from a silvery colour to black. So someone told me to try the contrast 50-50 with the contrast medium. So that's what we're going to try now. Big brush. That might be a bit much. Why can't GW do pop dropper bottles? I'm going to put some of these in the dropper bottles. So I'm just 50-50ing it in there. As careful as I can. There we go. That should do it. I'll show you in a minute. There you go. And then it is a case of just using it very much like a wash all over the black mini. That's being dry brushed silver. All the silver mini that has been washed a few times already. I think this was just, I did this on stream as a dry brushed one. Yeah, let's do the gun as well. We can always pick that up with some shading. And where's the little droid? Come on, droid. You can have some love too with the... I'm not doing your legs because I'm keeping them silver, but you can match Iden in your colour scheme. There you go. Yeah, I think I'll only ever be bringing 5 out. I'm going to use that on his cloak as well, because his cloak has loads of patterns in. I'm hoping, yeah. So we dry brushed this with which one was it? One of the greys. I think it could have just done with a tad less than we did. Do the hood, but not the helm. In fact, let's do the helm to the front, just to the ridged bit. There we go. Yeah, sue me. I'll just bring 10 Thanoses and then I get to choose which Thanos to use. Right. Have a quick flick. For some reason, my... Still can't go on that one. So, yes. 10 for the roster. That has actually put a nice colour to it. I'm quite happy with that. Just trying to follow up on the license thing. If I can find anything out between now and closure, I will let you know. Sorry about this. There we go. It would be me, Tomo, and they'd all be painted differently. Right, so what colour do you reckon to spray Goblin? Grey? Grey Goblin, white Schmirk, grey base. And as you can see, that's practically dry. So what I'll quickly do is show you how if you do this when it's perfectly dry, it comes off like a powder rather than this is coming off a bit still putty-ish. As you can see, it's filled the gap. But also, if you do it now, you can have a quick look to see with the bits that you've missed. Right. So one of my friends has got to the bottom, or not got to the bottom of it, but seen what it is. It is just to do with the Barnes and Noble sale. Barnes and Noble has all X-Wing products on 50% off. I talked to an employee and he said because FFG is losing the Star Wars license and all their games they produce are shutting down. I said to them, they just announced a bunch of new expansions for several games. Any rumours to it out there? Yeah, I think it's the person on that's commenting on it. I don't recognise him within the community as such, so yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And if it's like you guys said, if it's all the older stuff, then it should be fine. So not to worry, it's not. Barnes and Noble. Hi Chuck. The agenda is nearly over, mate. Sorry. We're about we're about an hour and 40 minutes into it. So unfortunately, we're just wrapping up the last couple of bits. I've got no start on new stuff. Now we're just having a bit of chat and finishing off. I think you're right, Ulfric. I think it is just fake news. Yep, not too worried. Ish. It's always a worry since we had the issues from 1.0. When 1.0 dropped, we had a lot of stock. when we looked at it, we didn't have a lot of stock. We had a lot of leftover stock that probably would never have sold anywhere. And I got a bit pissy about it. And then 2.0 came, and we make our money off 2.0, and the stuff that we've got in stock at the moment, it just trickles away. It's not as if it's going to make us millionaires or anything like that. It's the first 2 weeks of the new stuff. People buy all the cars they want, or some ships to paint extra. That's where we get our sales from, and then everything else is just ticking over. Hence why we're doing more and more stuff like Infinity and Mythos. Not all of one's eggs in one basket, so to speak. Not like last time. So that has put a nice effect across the back of it. It's like I don't know if you can see, it's put a rippled effect into the back of the cloak. So that using that as a wash has been really nice. Well, not as a wash, as probably a stain. It stained the. But yeah, the rest of it, I'm going to do a gold highlights down all of the trim as best as I can. But after today's heat and problems with poor Spidey, I don't think I'll be doing that in this weather. I think we're close to the end. I don't think there's anything. There's no fillers. I've got nothing I can quickly throw in there. Any questions before I wrap it up for people? Tomorrow night we're going to have our big giveaway. We're going to have a subscribers only giveaway as well, so there'll be 2 giveaways tomorrow night. I was going to do it tonight, but I didn't get a chance to announce it. So if you're a subscriber tomorrow night, there's going to be something a bit shiny to give away. And if you're not a subscriber, go and subscribe. No, if you're not a subscriber, there will be the usual giveaway as well. So that being said, we will in fact call it there. Thank you everyone for coming on tonight. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the subscriptions and the cheers. All of that stuff. Any of the follows, the likes, they all help. If people can, it's appreciated to like the videos over on YouTube, and like anything that we post in Facebook. It's all appreciated, guys and girls. So I'll be back tomorrow at 7. Hopefully this heat will have subsided a bit by then. Yes, all of these. Sorry, totally forgot about these. Sorry, Foxy. You can shout at me later. And yep, usual thing, we're going to the Discord channel. We'll be in Snowy's room for a little bit of a hangout for an hour or so, so if people are about, pop on over. So till tomorrow, as always, take care. See you then.